بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أسعد خلقه وخاتم الرسل محمد صلى الله عليه وآله، رضي الله عن المهاجرين والأنصار ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. ثم أما بعد. A quick reminder for myself and you, as the custom is, inshallah, after Tarawih, a reminder of actually one of the deepest relationships between the believer and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the relationship of at-tawakkul. At-tawakkul is to have a wakil. I think you even have it in the Malay, wakil, delegate. So that Allah is your wakil subhanahu wa ta'ala. At-tawakkul is to let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala manage your affairs. It does not mean that you do not study if you are a student, or you do not work hard if you are a worker, or you do not manage if you are a manager. You will do everything that you need to do. But deep down in your heart, you are letting the outcomes be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And at-tawakkul is a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Many people try to find tawakkul and then they don't find it in their heart. And it's important that you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make you one of those mutawakkilun. And to train yourself to let things be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the aspects that could make you train yourself for tawakkul is to know that any outcome, when you do tawakkul, any outcome is good. Any outcome is fine. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has a very interesting hadith. He says, عَجَبًا لِأَمْرِ الْمُؤْمِنِ إِنَّ أَمْرَهُ كُلَّهُ لَهُ خَيْرٌ. I am amazed by the believer. Everything for the believer is good. إن أصابته سراء شكر فكان خيرا له. If you see something good and you thank Allah, it's better for you. وإن أصابته ضراء صبر. And if there is a harm, then the believer will have patience and it's better for you. So when you do tawakkul, you really don't know whether what you get is best or not. But because you do tawakkul, you know that it's best. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ وَعَسَىٰ أَن تُحِبُّوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ شَرٌ لَكُمْ. Maybe you hate something, but it's better for you. Or maybe you like something, or you love something, and it is not good for you. And then he says, وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Allah knows and you do not know. And because I do not know, when I do tawakkul, I am relaxed, I am comfortable, I don't have worries. Because I am, whatever, one of the younger men or sisters, I'm applying for the job. I don't know whether this job is better for me. And when I don't get the job, maybe this is better for you. Maybe this is the best thing that happened in my life. Because when you look back, you know that some of those jobs were very nasty. Maybe I would like to, I don't know, marry this person. And then I do not marry that person. Again, for the younger ones. And that would be the best thing that happened in your life. Maybe you marry that person and then your life becomes really miserable. And it becomes a problem and so forth. Maybe I lost that business and I lost my fortune. And maybe this is the best thing that happened to you. Even on a material level, maybe you will build up some other business and it becomes really big, much bigger than the first shop, the first business. Or maybe you will not build any business and you will live average versus living like a millionaire or whatever, but you live better. And Allah opens doors for life for you that are better. The key for this is tawakkul. The key is in your heart. You'll find it in your heart to leave your affairs with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To know that whatever happens is going to be fine if you leave your affairs with Allah. And it is tied to your faith. Allah. If you are a believer and you are a mu'min in the sense of having this iman bil ghaib, you believe in the unseen. You believe that whatever that I do not know is in Allah's hands. And yes, I could have, again, the biggest plan and all the studies that I do, but the tawakkul on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take you on a very different journey. A journey of happiness, regardless of what happens, even if you face some difficulties. And then you go and you tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I did tawakkul on you. It seems that I'm failing here or whatever, but I did tawakkul. I know that this is khair, inshallah. I know that this is for the best. And that kind of attitude is the attitude of the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the attitude that Allah loves. Allah yuhibbul mutawakkilin. Allah loves those who do tawakkul. الذين قال لهم الناس إن الناس قد جمعوا لكم فاخشوهم فقالوا حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل. Those Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about a few people at the time of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, similar to the situation perhaps we are in here. People told them, everybody is gathering to fight against you. They said, حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل. Allah is enough for a wakil. He is the enough wakil. We could have wakil east or west, and we could play politics, but Allah is the best politics. Allah is the best. And that kind of tawakkul, of course, you have to do your calculations and you have to plan. But that kind of attitude is success, really, by itself. Just because I found tawakkul in my heart, then I'm successful. Whether the business flies or doesn't fly, whether I pass the exam or I don't pass the exam, whether I, do this, what I want to do. And the best thing also to learn to do is istikhara. That's part of tawakkul. When you feel that you want to take a decision, you stand in front of Allah 2 rak'ahs and then you say istikhara. اللهم إني أستخيرك بعلمك وأستغفرك بقدرتك أسألك بفضلك العظيم فإنك تقدر ولا أقدر وتعلم ولا أعلم. You know that I don't know, and you choose and I do not choose. Basically, you get out of your choice, as some of the Sufi Imams say, to the choice of Allah. Doesn't mean to sit in the masjid 24 hours and not to work and not to seek the dunya, but to get out of your choice and let Allah choose for you. And ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept the humble things we do this Ramadan and bless them. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless our ummah and give victory to the oppressed. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum.